Chelsea now has a new future star, Cole Palmer.
City's boy is Chelsea's man!
Oh my goodness me! Cole Palmer, what have you done now?
Smashing some goals in, so it's good.
So I came to do.
Palmer's going to hit it! Oh, what a goal! Cole Palmer! The boy is brilliant.
Wow.
This guy has completely transformed Chelsea's season, and he's quickly becoming the Blues' new superstar, stepping up to fill the void left by legends like Hazard and Lampard. Despite Chelsea spending billions on other players, Palmer has been a real standout in a young team still finding its footing. It's hard to imagine where they'd be without him coming through time and again. But here's the crazy thing. Cole Palmer wasn't even considered good enough to start at Manchester City. So how did he go from being overlooked there to becoming one of the best players in the Premier League at just 21?
Yeah, it's a good start.
For me, right now, there is no better player in the Premier League.
Since he went to Chelsea, I think he's easily been the best player in the Premier League.
So, Cole Palmer was born in 2002 in a small area called Wythenshawe, located on the south side of Manchester. As a child, Cole was incredibly shy, but his love for football was undeniable. From an early age, he would kick a ball around with his dad at the local park, even when he was just 5 or 6 years old. Those early days spent playing with his dad fueled his passion for the game, and it quickly became clear that football was more than just a pastime for Cole. It was something he truly loved. As he got older, Cole joined his local hometown club, NJ Wythenshawe. Cole's talent on the pitch didn't go unnoticed for long. After an impressive performance in a local tournament, scouts from both Manchester United and Manchester City started to take a keen interest in him. At first, Cole wasn't sure which club to choose. On one hand, Manchester United had a long and storied history, while Manchester City was just starting to become a big club. It was a tough decision for such a young player. But once again, his dad gave him great advice. He told Cole to choose Manchester City because they had better training facilities. And as it would later prove, that was one of the best decisions Cole could have made. By the time Cole was 16, he was progressing well in Manchester City's academy. However, not everyone saw his potential. Some coaches even thought about letting him go. But Jason Wilcox, the academy director, stood firm, believing that Cole just needed more time to develop. Wilcox knew that while Cole wasn't the tallest or the strongest player, his footballing intelligence was off the charts. His vision and awareness on the field were exceptional, and his left foot, pure magic. Wilcox's decision to keep Cole in the academy was a stroke of genius. In fact, Wilcox made another important call in Cole's development. While some of his teammates like Tommy Doyle and Taylor Hardwood Bellis were moving up to the under-21s, Wilcox decided to keep Cole in the under-18 squad for an additional year. He felt it would allow Cole to sharpen his skills even more, and that patience paid off in a big way. During that time, Cole's talent truly began to shine, and he became a standout player in the youth ranks. He was so good that he played for the under-18s a couple of years early. His standout performances quickly earned him the nickname Crown Jewel of Manchester City's academy, a true sign of just how talented he truly was. In his first season with the under-18s, he made an immediate impact, scoring 4 goals and providing 1 assist in just 11 games. His technical ability combined with his leadership qualities set him apart from the rest. Cole's success didn't stop there. Since he was still eligible, he continued playing for the under-18s during the 2019-2020 season. But this time, he wasn't just another player, he was the captain of the team, and he led by example. That season, Cole was absolutely unstoppable. He scored an incredible 15 goals and racked up 5 assists in just 14 games in the under-18 Premier League, helping Manchester City's under-18 secure the league title. But that was only part of his remarkable season. As captain, Cole also played a pivotal role in Manchester City's FA Youth Cup campaign. He put in big performances against top teams like Aston Villa, Fulham, Burnley and Blackburn, even grabbing an assist in the semi-final against Blackburn. His leadership and skill on the pitch were vital in guiding Manchester City's under-18s all the way to the FA Youth Cup final against Chelsea. In the final, Cole once again rose to the occasion. He not only scored a crucial goal, but also provided an assist, leading his team to a dramatic 3-2 victory. With that win, Cole had not only captained his team to the FA Youth Cup Championship, but also helped them secure the league title in the same season. An extraordinary achievement for such a young player. Cole had a phenomenal 2019-2020 season, showing the kind of talent that leaves no doubt about his potential. Over the course of 27 games, he managed to score 16 goals and provide 7 assists. averaging 0.8 goal contributions per game. Now, even if you're not someone who's into stats, that kind of consistency makes it clear. Cole was an absolute star on the field. It didn't take long for the senior team at Manchester City to take notice. As the 2021 season approached, Pep Guardiola extended the call to Cole, inviting him to train with the first team. His performance during these training sessions was so impressive that Pep handed him his first senior appearance during a Carabao Cup match against Burnley. Cole played the entire 90 minutes, helping City secure a comfortable 3-0 win. Not long after, Cole also got his first taste of Champions League football, coming on as a substitute against Marseille. While it was just 8 minutes on the pitch, playing in the tough atmosphere of Marseille's stadium was an experience in itself. And again, Manchester City walked away with a 3-0 win. Despite these early tastes of senior football, it was clear that Cole needed more time to develop. So he continued playing regularly with the Manchester City under-23s in Premier League 2. In the 2021-2022 season, though he wasn't a regular starter yet, Cole still made progress with the first team. In his second Premier League appearance, he played 21 minutes, helping Man City to a dominant 5-0 win over Norwich. A few weeks later, in a Carabao Cup match against Wycombe Wanderers, he scored his first goal for the senior team in a 6-1 victory. Cole was beginning to carve out a place for himself in the squad, but consistent playing time was still hard to come by. At times, he'd just get a minute in a Premier League match, as was the case against Burnley on October 16th, only to be immediately sent back to the under-23s later that evening to play against Leicester. In true Cole fashion, he responded by netting a hat-trick. It was clear that his talent was undeniable, no matter where he played. Throughout the rest of the season, Cole continued to get opportunities with the senior team. One of his standout moments came when he scored his first Champions League goal during a group stage match against Club Brugge. He also made his mark in the FA Cup, scoring and providing an assist in his first appearance in the competition. Unfortunately, his momentum was stopped by a foot injury that sidelined him for almost 100 days, a major setback in what had been a breakthrough season. Despite the injury, he still earned a Premier League winner's medal as Manchester City won the title that year. Cole Palmer had a challenging time breaking into Manchester City's starting lineup, given the crazy talent he was up against. Competing with world-class players like Riyad Mahrez, Bernardo Silva, Kevin De Bruyne, and Phil Foden made it difficult for him to secure a regular spot. In the 2022-2023 season, things began to shift for Palmer. He finally graduated from the under-23 squad and started getting more chances with the senior team, largely due to the departure of key players like Gabriel Jesus and Raheem Sterling. Despite this increased opportunity, he still didn't make a big impact. Speaking of impacts, Mr. Football is trying to make better videos for you guys, and hitting that subscribe button to the channel encourages us to do even better. Thank you. Over 25 appearances across competitions, Palmer scored just 1 goal and contributed a single assist. His goal came in the FA Cup in a dominant win over Burnley, while his assist was recorded in a game against Chelsea. However, in the Premier League, he saw limited action, featuring in only 14 games, mostly as a substitute. Unlike Phil Foden, another graduate of City's academy, who had easily become a regular starter, Palmer wasn't really standing out for the first team. Still, he played a small but important part in Manchester City's historic treble-winning season. Palmer's contributions with Manchester City got him a spot on the England under-21 squad for the European Championship, where he had a pretty different role. Unlike with City, he was a key player for the national side, missing only their first game against the Czech Republic. His standout moment came in the semi-finals against Israel, where Palmer was instrumental in England's 3-0 victory, scoring a goal and providing 2 assists. In the final against Spain, his assist was crucial in England's 1-0 win, helping them secure the Euro Under-21 Championship title. Feeling more confident after his success in the European Championship, Palmer kicked off the 2023-2024 season looking for more chances to play with Manchester City. The departure of Riyad Mahrez, who played in Palmer's preferred position, seemed to open up space for him in the team. And Palmer seized early opportunities, scoring a brilliant goal in the Community Shield against Arsenal and another in the UEFA Super Cup against Sevilla, which forced the match into penalties. Despite these flashes of brilliance, Guardiola continued to limit Palmer's minutes. He was benched for 2 straight matches against Newcastle and Sheffield, leaving the young talent frustrated with his lack of consistent playing time. After a frank conversation with Guardiola, where it became clear that regular starts were not guaranteed, Palmer made the difficult decision to leave his boyhood club in search of more playing time. Several clubs expressed interest, including West Ham, RB Leipzig, Brighton and Borussia Dortmund. but it was Chelsea that came forward with a substantial £40 million offer. Both Palmer and Manchester City agreed to the move, and Cole Palmer began a new chapter in his career as a Chelsea player. When Cole Palmer joined Chelsea, it kind of flew under the radar during a wild and expensive summer transfer window. Chelsea had spent a ton of money, but honestly, Palmer's signing felt like just another gamble on a long list of transfers. But looking back, he's proven to be an incredible steal, possibly the best signing of that season. After spending hundreds of millions in recent windows, Chelsea finally found a player who could become a future club icon, following in the footsteps of legends like Eden Hazard and Frank Lampard. Palmer's early days at Chelsea weren't exactly smooth sailing either. Just like at City, he struggled for consistent playing time. In his first 4 games, he didn't score or assist, leaving some to wonder if he'd follow the same path as other disappointing Chelsea signings. But everything started to shift in October when he scored his first goal for Chelsea from a penalty against Burnley, and also assisted Nicholas Jackson in that same game. His confidence started growing. In the next game, he opened the scoring against Arsenal, and soon after, then in November, Palmer put in a wild performance in a 4-1 thrashing of Tottenham. He contributed a goal and an assist in a London derby win over Tottenham. It was becoming clear that Palmer was beginning to hit his stride, adding both a goal and an assist to his tally. It was becoming obvious that Chelsea had found a gem in Palmer, but his biggest challenge was still ahead. A clash with his former club, Manchester City. That match against City was one of the most thrilling of the season, with both teams trading blows until the final moments. City thought they had clinched the win until a stoppage time penalty was awarded to Chelsea. And who else would step up to take it but Cole Palmer? In what felt like a fairy tale moment, he calmly converted the penalty, securing a point for Chelsea and sending a message to his former club. Perhaps they had made a mistake letting him go. Up to that point, Palmer had been criticised for only scoring from penalties, earning the nickname Pole Palmer. But his breakthrough finally came in early December against Manchester United when he scored his first goal from open play in a narrow 2-1 defeat. Despite the loss, the goal was a beauty and showcased his growing influence at Chelsea. In Chelsea's final game of 2023, Palmer truly announced himself as a star. He scored his first professional brace, which included one of the most stunning goals anyone had ever seen. He also assisted Noni Madueke's goal, helping Chelsea secure a thrilling 3-2 victory over Luton Town. With 2 goals and an assist in that game, Palmer hit double figures for Premier League goal contributions. This achievement placed him in elite company, making him only the 5th player in Chelsea's history to reach this milestone before turning 22. His performances in December earned him a nomination for Premier League Player of the Month, an impressive accolade for a young player still finding his feet at a new club. Although he didn't win, just being nominated shows how far he's come in such a short time. In the 23-24 season, Palmer was an absolute force. He netted 22 goals and provided 11 assists, playing a crucial role in Chelsea's qualification for European football. His performances were record-breaking too. He scored the most goals ever in a debut season for Chelsea, became the 3rd player in club history to hit 20 goals and 10 assists in a single campaign, and was the first player to manage double-digit goals and assists in his debut season. From March to April, his form was untouchable. He scored and assisted in a 3-2 victory over Newcastle, then followed it up with a brace in a draw against Burnley. His performance against Manchester United was legendary, bagging a hat-trick in a thrilling 4-3 win. A few weeks later, he outdid himself with a 4-goal performance, including a perfect hat-trick in a 6-0 demolition of Everton. Whenever Chelsea needed a hero, Palmer was there to step up. In fact, when he missed a match because he was sick, Chelsea ended up taking a brutal 5-0 loss to Arsenal, showing just how important he is. His efforts earned him the Premier League Young Player of the Year award, further proving he's far from a flash in the pan. Some critics argue his numbers are padded by penalties, but anyone watching him play knows he's the real deal. Even England's manager took notice, bringing Palmer into the Euro 2024 squad. Initially, he found himself on the bench, which sparked plenty of conversation among fans, as England, despite winning, wasn't playing their best. Everyone thought Palmer was the missing spark. His first real opportunity came against Slovakia, where he only got a few minutes, but in the next match against Switzerland he made an impact after coming on earlier, scoring a crucial penalty that helped England win the shootout and advance to the semi-finals. Despite being benched again, Palmer came on in the closing moments and made a decisive impact. With the score tied 1-1, he set up Ollie Watkins for the winning goal, sending England to the final against Spain. In the final, England found themselves trailing 1-0 when Palmer came off the bench once more, scoring an important equaliser. Though England ultimately lost 2-1 to Spain, Palmer had proven himself to be a game changer. After Bellingham and Saka, Palmer was arguably England's best player of the tournament. His influence went beyond the stats. His smart decisions, creativity, and ability to make something happen whenever he had the ball were on full display. For a Chelsea team that struggled to find a true leader, Palmer has shown maturity beyond his years. His rise is all the more impressive when you consider the club's recent history with high-profile forwards like Werner, Havertz, Lukaku, and Fernando Torres. These guys struggled at the bridge. Palmer has changed the fortunes of Chelsea, and he might as well have done the same for England at the Euros, if not for the secret curse that stopped him. The Harry Kane curse. Is it real? Does it exist? Well, you can find out about it in the next video.